Alright guys, and welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Donfather, and as promised, I'm doing the Mason Cox video. Basically, this guy has came from America out of nowhere into the AFL, and the video that I'm going to be reacting to is entitled From US College Basketballer to AFL Star. Don't believe in never. Mason Cox, AFL, and credit for this video goes to the AFL themselves. Do subscribe to their channels, guys, because the AFL is awesome. You won't regret it. It's so good to watch. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to hearing the story about this because an American basketball player, a sport that's notoriously non-contact. I know there is contact in basketball, but it's notoriously non-contact into a fully loaded, huge hitting sport such as the AFL. I want to see how he does, and to my knowledge, he actually never really knew anything about AFL when he started it and took it up. So I'm really looking forward to this. No more talking. This is Mason Cox's story. Let's go.
When Mason came to us, no American player had ever played a senior game of AFL footy. It's a one in whatever you want to call it, because no one had ever done it.
No one's ever done it.
Mason Cox, redshirt senior from Island Village, Texas. He's only played 6 minutes all year.
I went to Oklahoma State University, so I started out playing basketball when I was a freshman. I'd never picked up a basketball in my life, really. We played at the rec center, and there was a GA at the women's team, and she asked, would you be interested in helping out? Pretty much called the Dream Team, and they played against the women's team and practiced other teams and played against them. I was kind of like, yeah, cool, like what do I get out of it? And she goes, oh, we'll give you a free pair of shoes and maybe some kit. And I was like, sweet.
Sweet, I would do it too.
Saw me training with the women's team, and one of the coaches said, who's that massive dude who's playing with the women's team? Like, why don't we have someone like that? I was in way over my head, barely could make a layup, and I was just a body bag. We got a call. They wanted me to go to LA to try out for this thing called AFL, of Aussie Rules Football, and we both looked at each other and said, what the hell is that?
I didn't even know what it was.
And it's like AFL's biggest
Googled it. YouTube. That's what I'm talking about right there. Magnificent!
I just kind of look at him and laughing and going, is this really a sport? Well, I'd already accepted a 6-figure paying job at ExxonMobil, so I went to the tryouts.
Wow,
Everyone that was there
6-figure
was
paid
interested in
job.
myself. It became pretty serious pretty quickly. That week, I threw the cap in the air, you know, I got the degree on stage, made my parents proud. A week later, I flew to Australia and my life changed.
Wow, this is
The
incredible.
whole concept of me coming to Australia was just to give me a showcase of what AFL was. Saw my first AFL game, sat next to a North Melbourne player. He explained to me, you know, that's 6 points, that's a point. Hits the post, it's worth a point. You know, they point the opposite direction whenever they really mean that way. And at the end of it, he goes, okay, cool, so these are the teams that are interested in you. Here's the contracts. Let me know what you think.
The international rookie's a whopping 211 centimetres, the same height as Aaron Sandilands. Looks quite exciting.
Wow.
I remember getting on the plane, and I thought, what have I just done? I've just given up 5 years of hard work and thousands of dollars of education to go play
End of the day, this guy,
in a place I've never been with no friends or no family in Melbourne.
he's a very intelligent man, obviously. You know, to be offered such a high-paying job.
I thought it was pretty much rugby ball. Like, I had no idea. The kangaroo skin and a Sharon is like the name of it, and I don't know. Like, it was all so foreign to me whenever I first started.
His kicking was quite average.
It was a crash course, essentially, of just what AFL was. Craig McRae and Anthony Rocker spent 2.5 months with me, and come around training the first day, it was sink or swim, really. We do this one drill, and you get a handball off to the coach, and of course, Bucks is the one who you're handballing to. Go to handball to him.
And I just remember looking at it, I looked back and going, okay, we've got a bit of work to do.
Got like locked eyes for a second. And I could just see in my mind, just, what have we recruited?
He's actually at Collingwood.
Players generally got a lot going on, but Mason.
That's a serious team in the AFL, isn't it?
If he fits, am I embarrassing myself?
But at the end of the year, I got to the point where I was thinking, I might actually feel comfortable in an AFL game.
Love that, the poppy.
He was the first one to tell me. They came out and said, look, you're going to debut. And that week was a massive week. It's Anzac Day, obviously, and it's one of the biggest games of the year.
The crowd.
Wow, look at that crowd.
Just leans over the top of you. So that's challenging enough.
I walked out there and I was ready to puke. I was that nervous. I was freaking out, you know. I didn't know what to
I'm
do.
getting shivers there.
I was thinking, don't screw up. Just whatever you do, don't screw up. Don't screw up.
More low trajectory kick. Oh, this could be a fairy tale.
Well done, big man.
Himself. And I can't imagine what it's like to try and drop the ball that extra foot and a half to get it onto your foot.
My hands would have been like this, holding that ball.
Mason Cox. He rides it home. What a beauty. An American in his first game is not getting the first goal on Anzac Day.
Didn't happen. No, that didn't happen.
Not that we needed to keep him grounded, but it was our job to keep him grounded.
Stands at the MCG to steady this wobbling ring.
It's bloody hard. It's a big step from the VFL footy that he was playing to playing AFL footy.
At the end of 17, I was playing VFL. You know, I'd gotten dropped a few times. We were playing small.
He had to set himself a new goal of being one of the best forwards in the competition.
Saturday night football at the Coliseum.
This is last year.
Drops what he should have taken.
Oh, he couldn't quite get at the big fella.
Mason Cox here, guys. This was just off the ball.
I had the worst game of my career. I can probably say that pretty comfortably. I don't think I had a single mark the whole game and had maybe 6 touches or something and get suspended for the next week. Probably a low moment in my life, I'd say, of thinking, did I choose the right decision?
Look at this. Cox has been left alone. He plays on. He's gone. He's gone.
Whatever Mason Cox can do as a permanent forward, I suspect Ben Rood can do better.
I said, you know what? This is a last-ditch effort to show them what you're worth, to show them you can do this as a job. This is your career that you want to do for the rest of your life.
Fair play to the guy for determination.
This Tiger has
He's got to switch off to the negative press.
22 consecutive wins at the MCG. It's hard to get your head around it.
Look at the stage you're playing up there.
Twice and been overrun twice through the year.
This could be the biggest game that Mason Cox never gets a kick in.
Prelim final MCG. Matt Stevick holds the ball aloft. Richmond take on Collingwood.
It happened pretty early.
Soccer off the ground, straight into the waiting arms of Talor. Cox at the...
Yes!
He was in. It was clunk, clunk, clunk.
I'm so happy for him. Yes, he's done it again. Go on, big man. Well done.
His hands are on, mate. They just stuck.
Sets it up. Cox again.
Everything that he does is turned into gold here. Rags to riches.
Can he guide it through? Yes, he can. 3 of the very best.
He's freaking killing it.
Centimetre Texan has just torn the MCG apart in this quarter dunk in a preliminary final.
I should
Wow.
have pictured that 5 years earlier with the guy that handballed over the top of my head. Definitely not.
He came out hardballed over the top of my head.
To the 2018 grand final of famous
Brilliant. I was going to react to
I don't
this
believe in
game,
ceilings, I don't believe
but the
in
highlights are there.
people setting limitations on others. I think if you're motivated enough and you care enough or that determined to get to wherever you want to go, it's possible.
Don't believe in never. What an inspirational story. I absolutely loved
You can't
it.
write the script any better. Well, you could have. We could have won the grand final. Imagine that story.
I'm absolutely delighted for the way it's turned out for Mason. It just goes to show. I said rags to riches, but really it was riches to rags to riches again, wasn't it? From hero to zero to hero, because he had such a high-paying job in America, a 6-figure sum to go on, and just getting graduated, throwing the hat up. See you later, mum and dad. I'm off to play one of the most toughest, physically freaking mental sports on planet Earth. I've never done anything like this in my life, and it was into the cauldron of fire. I mean, imagine playing at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, one of the biggest stadiums on planet Earth, 90-odd thousand, Anzac Day, Collingwood Essendon, a huge game in Australia, and it wasn't going well for the first few years, and the determination, I mean, all that press, like, flop, the experiment's over, he's a dud, send that yank back where he belongs to America, you know, that kind of stuff. But he just switched off from it clearly, and determination got him through. What a story, what a man. I'm so happy for him. See, when I saw him catching, making those marks, absolutely delighted for him. Genuinely delighted. Here's Boss Baby, Mason Cox, making the marks and kicking the goals. Brilliant story, absolutely buzzing for him. I'm so happy that was suggested to me, and the guy that suggested it said he wasn't going to subscribe unless I did it. I'm so glad I've done it, not because you're subscribing, well that's a bonus, but because I got to know that story. Anyways, what are you doing? Thanks very much for watching, everyone. If you've got anything else you'd like to see me reacting to, please feel free to drop a comment. Sorry for the disturbance. So as I say, absolutely delighted that I watched that, and if you've anything else you'd like to see me reacting to, please feel free to drop a comment in the section below. I'm absolutely buzzing about that. That was great, great story. It makes me feel like I want to join the AFL. What about my opportunity? You know what I mean? If he can go from basketball, I can go from sitting here reviewing the AFL, knowing a little bit more than him, to be surely being able to play an Anzac Day. For Collingwood, no? I'm only messing. But anyway, as I say, do subscribe to the Don's channel because there's going to be loads of cool stuff coming up on the channel. Put the notifications bell on as well so you don't miss those uploads. Thanks very much for watching. I am the Donfather. That's been great. Peace everyone. Boom.